dear friend. Happy New Year's Eve, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me on the last day of 2020. Couldn't think of a better way to spend a portion of my day with the fam, and let's say hi to all who are here. Hi Ashley, Allie, Courtney, Sheila, Dawn. Hi Natty. Hey Pam, Tiffany, Nika, Chantel, heavy on the chai. Karen. Hi Karen. Taya, Allison, Charlie, Alyssa. Hi everyone. Lorraine, Tara. Hey fam, how is everyone doing? I hope you are feeling all right. You know, as all right as we can feel. Let me take these glasses off because I know I'm giving you that blue tint with these I got the blue blocker technology in those lenses, and sometimes it could be too much. But I might have to keep them on standby because I can't see the comments. Whoops. Have this on standby. Hi everyone. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Just want to let you all know that today I actually didn't know what I wanted to do for today's live. I thought I would just come on here and chittity chat. Also, I never done a live Q&A before, believe it or not. So I thought, why don't we just dive in if burning questions about, whether it be makeup, whether it be what I do for my other job, which is teaching fitness, and all that stuff, yeah? Hey, hello, hello. Yes, it is. And don't I have so many planners now to write, and I am so excited. I don't know if I mentioned this. I did mention this, I think maybe in one of my previous favorite videos, but I realized that I do not have a hobby. All of my so-called hobbies eventually became monetized, meaning I started teaching fitness, but before I started teaching fitness, I took fitness classes for fun. And then I turned into a group fitness instructor. Okay. I started diving into the circus arts, and I then started to teach flexibility. Now, I don't teach contortion. I feel there are other people more qualified for that. I dabble in contortion for myself, but I actually don't teach it. But it kind of moved itself into monetization. I love makeup. We got the YouTube. So I decided to take up brush lettering because I want to do something that's fun, but I'm not stressed about making money off of it. I just want to do something for myself. And I like anything that involves learning a skill because I feel we could do anything we put our minds to, of course, if we're interested in doing so. I've always wanted to improve my penmanship, so I thought, why not we go into that? Thank you. Thank you, Jewel. I appreciate that. I have the Natasha Denona Trio Chrome on alongside the Danessa Myricks Color Fix Foil in Rocket. Choom, choom, choom. That's what I got on. So feeling good. Hey, Tally, yes, it has. Boy, has it been a roughy rough sun. Uh-oh. Wait, Okay. Sandra! Oh, we are sending you so many hugs and kisses, friend. We hope you have a speedy and seamless recovery. Whew. For sure. Happy that you're able to make it at least digitally. Thank you, Lorraine. Yes. All the content creators that still spilled out whatever they needed. Because, I'm sure all of you may have gone through this too. The current events of 2020 definitely affects your creativity, especially if you're very empathetic to what's going on. It kind of it's for me it stalled like my flow and my willingness to create. Oh, thank you, Yuri. What do we have here? Thank you so much for that super chat, friend. Very much appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right. Now, with that said, oh, Courtney signed up for class. I can't wait to have you, Courtney. It's gonna be fun. Flex and flow, where we do a little flexy, do a little flow. So I realized that with teaching flexibility, they are the people who do yoga and the people who do circus. And I wanted to just deliver a niche that was in between. One that would maybe, do yoga if they really love it, but they feel they have encountered an obstacle in their flexibility training and maybe doesn't want to do the over splits, that the Cirque du Soleil performers are doing. But so I could definitely help with that. And that's what Flex and Flow is about. Whoop, whoop. With that said, let's begin this Q&A. Or you don't have to ask me anything. Hey, Kim. Oh, hi, Ava. Yes. So I needed to take like a week or two to figure out what I wanted to do content wise because YouTube is relentless in adding ads to a lot of our videos. So if I added my own ads from YouTube Studio, YouTube might add another 3. So instead of me only having 3 ads on one video, I might end up having 5. And maybe on a 20-minute video, that's okay. I still think that's too much. So I don't really know if maybe I definitely want to do shorter videos because I know for those who are just encountering my channel might want something shorter and the longer videos are for my ride or dies, right? So I'll have a mixture of both. It's just so difficult because it's become really exhausting with reviewing makeup for several reasons. One, is expensive. And even if I had the budget, it's very unsettling to me to have all this makeup that I can't use myself. And I could donate it, which is totally an option. I don't know how open people are to that because if I swatch it or something, if I use it and with what's going on, I don't know if that's a good idea. But anyway, I have all this makeup, can't use, and quite frankly, don't want to test all the makeup because I just have one face and there's only so much time that I have. Number 2, these brands be trifling sometimes. And if you do not research every single brand, if you don't read all the comments of this brand on Reddit, you'll be in the dark. You post something and they're like, Alicia, didn't you know? It's like, no, I didn't know. And now I have to take that video off. Now I can't film that with that product. So I felt a little contrived in terms of what I wanted to do. So I'm leaning more towards maybe tutorials for 2021, although I fully realize that does not get as many views as reviewing new makeup. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm like, I was contemplating Patreon because I could put like my longer videos there, my 4 looks with 1 eyeshadow palette video, or how to apply Danessa Myricks Vision Cover Cream. And on my YouTube, I would then upload new review videos. So I'm still kind of playing with the delivery. Yes, I will be. I will be seeing him later. You know what I'm saying, Em? And I get it, when people are like, well, just research. I don't know if you know, but I have other things to do. I have other commitments on my agenda. And despite how many hours there are in a day, to spend a handful of them researching on brands that have been, as M said, poopy, is something I don't want to do all the time. And even if I did have the time, it's draining. I'm excited about a new product. It's beautiful. Formula seems amazing. But uh-oh, I gotta check to see if they did anything dumb within the last 24 hours. Or else. Oh my goodness me. Oh yeah, that's another one about luxury makeup. Yeah, that's a whole other conversation. And that's why, to people who kindly asked if I would review drugstore makeup, I explained that it was something I felt wasn't worth the investment. And I use the word investment because drugstore makeup adds up, whether we think so or not. The Even I actually purchased a Maybelline, one of their nude city light palettes or what have you. Let me see if I could turn this light on. That's a little better. All right, we got it. That thing was like $12. And that adds up. If you keep buying more of those types of palettes, it definitely adds up with the lipsticks and the lip liners, the Milani this, and I'm not saying it's not worth me trying and it's not worth my money, but if you're buying drugstore, mid-range, and luxury, they add up. And if I'm trying to be smarter about my finances and about spending money, I find that I have to take one out, and I rather take the drugstore one out because I find that I just love the more expensive makeup. I love my experience with it. Uh, I'm not saying that all formulas are the same or better, but you ain't gonna find anything like Suku in CVS. That's all I'm saying. Okay? And I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm just gonna leave it like that. You know what I'm saying? These controversies be slipping right under the rug. And I agree, Lane. And I think that's where they count the most, right? Depending on what your financial situation is, I very much understand a drugstore price cannot be inexpensive for you. But if it's $150 foundation, yeah, we definitely want to kind of figure out if it's worth the spend or not. And it is draining, Lydia. I totally agree. Uh it's so exhausting, and right now I feel people tend to latch on towards negativity because it's something we can't help but do. I have been guilty of that also. But reading so much stuff on whether it's creators or a brand and people just unleashing like their their ranting can be really tough to read at length. So that's why I contemplated just not doing uh a lot of reviews. Right. Just so you know, at the time of filming, did not realize. I agree, Rita. Yeah, they are hit or miss, and there have been so many products that have launched and they continue to launch is exhausting. That's a good idea. Something to consider. Thanks, Judith, for that recommendation, for that suggestion. Right. And that's why a handful of us insist on still reviewing luxury because of that very reason. Especially because when it in regards to foundation and all these things, if you have said store near you, great. You could probably, even with the mandates here, right? Even if you still wear a mask, people still make it happen and do the sample of whatever the store rules are, right? Some people don't have that privilege, and I think it's helpful if you can review luxury makeup. And that's why I try to really pinpoint and edit what I choose to buy and review. Hey Amber, welcome. Glad to have you, friend. Thank you, Jessica. Appreciate that, friend. And listen, nothing, and I'm sure you think this too. There's nothing wrong with the drugstore makeup, but I agree with you, and I love the packaging and the experience of it all. You know, I love this. I think this is just so it just speaks volumes of the sorry, foundation of the brand, and being a part of this technology and this creation, I feel is so important. And that's why, especially a brand like Suku that doesn't have a ton of products, so whatever they release feels very special. That's how I also feel about Viseart. They took a year apart to manufacture their Grand Pro Series palettes. Okay. Year one was all mattes, year two was all the special finishes, the shimmers and the metallics, and year three was the editorial Grand Pro. And they took a year each for each palette, and every time it released, it was just so exciting. So exciting. Yes, people like myself, and I find myself wanting to complain right away. It's like a impulsive urge. But I stop myself and just say, you know what? I'm gonna walk away from this. and and ask myself, why did I feel the urge to complain about said thing? And my answer will speak volumes about what I'm going through versus what I was reacting to. For sure. Audra, happy new year, friend. If you haven't visited Audra, give her swing by, swing by. I totally agree, Amanda. Accountability definitely helps. I do feel that sometimes accountability turns into lashing out. It's a fine line, and it's hard when you feel passionate and about a certain topic, and you feel that said person or brand or what have you went against that, and you want them to understand why they are wrong. And sometimes I do feel, especially on the internet, people's delivery feels very intense. And when you try to partake in a dialogue, it's just one way. It's one way. They don't want to have anything to do with what you say, what you think differently. And that's why I feel sometimes it's so hard to present reasons why this said whatever entity is wrong for doing something, because it just turns into a blood match on the internet. Do you know what I'm saying? What videos do I enjoy filming the most? You know, I have to say, I love eyeshadow palette videos. I love to film multi-look videos with them because it's very fulfilling to me and satisfying to figure out how many different ways I could put together, let's say, 15 colors. For instance, with the Trio Chrome palette, like how many ways can we combine these shades? I feel it's so fun, and those are the videos I love to film the most, but those are the ones that don't do the best because people want to find out about the new, and to make those videos shorter is tougher because I like to deliver as much detail as possible, and sometimes that takes me longer than 10 minutes. if I'm doing 4 looks. And yes, congratulations to Pat McGrath being honored by the, she is now I'm saying that wrong. Am I saying that wrong? For, I believe, beauty services? Let me see here. I could pull it up. I could pull it up so we could celebrate together. Hello, Chrome. Are you there? I don't want to try the new Safari. I don't want to try the new Safari. Okay, here it is. Vogue magazine. Pat McGrath is the first makeup artist to be named a dom. Yesterday, the Queen's annual list of New Year's honors was released, naming the figures across British society and culture will receive the crown's highest accolades for their services to the country. And for fashion and beauty obsessives, there was one name above all others which stuck out: the newly minted dom, Pat McGrath, who becomes the first makeup artist ever to receive a domhood. I love that. If you want, I could post this. Oh, excuse me. No thanks. I could post this link in the description box if you like. You can read in its entirety. Isn't that so great? I'm reading comments. I'm so sorry. Hate watching and hate scrolling, Stephanie. I got that from Evelyn from the internets. Hate scrolling on Instagram. It happens. Oh, thanks, Toya. I really love filming them. I haven't been really good about filming my vlogs as of late, but I still want to continue with them. It's a nice escape from me. I get tired of me talking to the camera, editing myself. To edit something else is a nice reset. Thank you, Taya. And I think it's helpful too, right? If it's a palette like Natasha's or Pat's or even Viseart, don't you want to know how many more ways you could use it and get your money's worth? Good to know. Good to know. Yes. Hey, Lori. How you doing, friends? Oh, congratulations to Mother indeed. That is such great news. Hey, Elvira. Did your brushes come in? I am so behind on comments. Forgive me if I have not addressed a lot of them, especially my last video. I am so backed up. Backed up. Hey, Michelle. What's going on, friend? Happy New Year. And thank you for grabbing a beanie. Oh, wait. Hold on. Hold on. Oh my God. Wait, we gotta put the music on. It's happening. Are you ready? Okay. Who has their... Look what I got. Look what I got. purchasing one of her fabulously designed scarves, darling. So, this is, I don't know if you can see, okay? You could see the Michelle Wang logo on here. A quite fascinating story because Michelle did work in the yarn business and she had a great handle on these materials and what material blend would be best. I mean, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. So, congratulations again to your fabulous release. Oh, thank you, Kim. Thanks, Kim. I appreciate you, friend. I also think it's just, I love doing multiple look videos. They're just so much fun. Thanks, Izzy. I appreciate you. I can't help it, you know, as, yes, exactly. The Michelle Wang wrap. That's it. I was jumping between the black. I want to. It's not indigo. It's navy, but it looks like an indigo, and the chartreuse. It was a hard decision, but I figured it's best to go with the black. You know, you can't go wrong. Look, I got my leg warmers on. It is a leg warmer type of a day. Okay? And I am committed to working on my splits in 2021. No more BS. We're getting these splits better next year. I've made too many excuses. Yes. Yes, it does. Deep. Thank you, Cece. Thank you. That was the color. That was the color. Oh, Tiffany, it will look beautiful. That shade looks gorgeous in photographs. But I could like the black and the way. Look at the sheen on that. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. Splits 2021. So I'm done with myself putting excuses on myself like, oh, you know what, you get it. No. I know I'm getting older, but I can do it. We all can do it, okay? It's just a matter of what's here. And putting limit. Hold on. Wait a minute. Ooh. There's one book I should recommend for 2021 is Limitless by Jim Kwik. This has a lot of different portions in the book that you could participate in. But it's all about how we put limits on ourselves. And at a subconscious level that has great effects, great impact on our surroundings, on our environment, and on our decisions. And it all starts here. And I find myself in those headspaces like, oh, you're hurt. Like, not hurt, of course, but this feels like that. Or maybe you should. No. There's no reason why I cannot improve on whatever I set my mind to. You know what I mean? So whatever your goals are, whatever you feel you cannot accomplish, try. That's all we can do. That's all we can do. Because you don't know. You don't know until you go for it. You gotta go for it. Oh, I want to show you something else. Hold on. Stay right there. I got more books to share. Okay. Another book I highly recommend is Spark, The Revolutionary New Science of Exercise and the Brain. For everyone who feels a certain way about exercise, because I understand social media really tampered with the idea of exercise, making everyone feel like crap, feeling like you need to achieve this certain body or you need to achieve these certain physical feats. No, no, no. The evidence is incontrovertible. Aerobic exercise physically remodels our brains for peak performance. And the first chapter talks about how John found out about this school in Naperville, Illinois, that will always rate low in standardized testing. So they implemented what they called the 0 hour. An hour before they started their classes, they exercised. They ran around the track, they did split times or whatever, and they partook in this international standardized science and math test, TIMSS. And the countries that always rated or ranked higher were Singapore, Japan, China, I think Korea. Not in that particular order, but those were the different countries. This school ranked #1 in the globe for science because of their 0 hour. And this book goes into how neurologically how exercise affects the brain. How if you want to be more focused, more productive, have better concentration, you do something physical before any of those tasks. And it's not just about six-pack abs. It's about your brain. If you want your brain to improve, if you want to continually create new brain cells, new synapse connections, all this stuff, you do something. It's incredible. It's so inspiring, and it just motivates you to partake in activity because of those reasons. So definitely get into it. I'll be more than happy to post these in the description box below. Okay? And I'll show you some of my... So I try to practice my brush lettering. This is, I believe it's called the not overturn. I forgot what it's called. I have to remember the names, and these are my O's. The O is the toughest. It's the toughest. Toughest. And then you have to practice your downstrokes or your curves like this. M's the easiest to do. So I'm trying to... Hey, Mo! What's up? Happy birthday month. Cece, it's in you. It's there. It's waiting. I could feel it. Let's see here. Eddie Izzard recently said that marathon runners have a saying that goes, marathon running is 90% mental and the other 20% is in your head. Yeah. It is. It's a high intensity, high endurance. But that's why people, I think, partake in marathons or in Ironmans or anything that's tough, is to know that they can do it. And to know whatever hurdles they had previously placed on themselves, to the stars and beyond. And that's what it's about. Yes. I love it. It's a great read. Bye, Audra. Happy New Year. Have a great rest of your day, friend. And say hi to Bo for me. Give him a big, big hug. There we go. And also, I think when it comes to, because people get very ambitious with goals and stuff, just implement something different in your day that you wouldn't have otherwise and begin to add from there. You know what I mean? And this is from, when I worked at Equinox, I would encounter, I'm going to start going to the gym every day. We can't go to the gym now, but I'm going to start doing this every day. It's like, how about you do it once a week? And this is not to say knowing is not capable. I just know how we're conditioned to act, and it's all about sustainability. Okay? You want to continue doing this as a lifestyle, and not everyone's agenda is going to work for different people. You got to find out what works for you. Some people love to run, some people love yoga, some people love to take dance classes, some people do this and that. You got to find out what works for you, but always aim for sustainability and to have nutrition that's going to fuel that sustainability. Okay? You want whatever you have in your life nutrition wise to feed your brain and to keep your metabolic health in check. That is it. Okay? That's different for everyone. Amanda, I am most grateful for my family, that I was able to stay with them during quarantine, for sure. And also for them to be open to my profession. I teach Zoom classes, and they totally, I changed the living room to be my personal studio. So they sacrificed a lot for me to continue my work, and I'm so grateful for them and their understanding. And also, they're just so open to doing a stretches. My mom's like, "Can you help me with my hips, Alicia?" I'm like, "Sure." And my pop is the same. My hip is tight. Can you help? Of course. So I'm definitely grateful mostly for them. Oof, I can imagine. Sand is a lot better. Exactly, Amber. And it is like you said, if you lose ground, you just start again. There's always a little reset. I like to call it a reset. It's not a failure, it's a reset. Because if you keep going without any evaluation, then you don't have any feedback on how to improve further. So that is just a way of interpreting that. Don't ever feel like if you lose footing that you can't start over. You could always start over again. You just have to convince yourself it's okay to do so. Listen, I love my cherry chocolate scones, okay? But I gotta make sure I keep that in check. Not because, about body composition, but because how it can negatively impact my mood, how it could make me feel more fatigue, and the metabolic consequences are just too vast and not worth me continually eating that on a regular basis. Does it irritate you because you don't like it? I would say, Brianna, I appreciate you asking this because I am toying with producing more movement content. So I think I'm going to film like a beginner stretch video for 2021 and add that to the roster. Ooh, yes. I don't have any fun trails around where I live, but if I did, I'll be there every day. Of course. Well, I had to give my mom the same thing, Mo. I was like, "Do with the legs. Do this, mama. It'll help press it out." And sometimes that's what you gotta do. Okay? It's a part of life. It is a part of life. That's fantastic, Marilyn. Exactly. Whatever you feel during that day, you just do it. This is something also brought up by Mark Sisson, that he believes that workout shouldn't be just tied to one part of the day. You could do push-ups like in the afternoon and then push-ups again in the evening. You could spread apart your workout routine in a way that you're just doing something active throughout the day intermittently. And it does add up accumulatively. It does. I did not. So I attended the school, I attended their BFA program, and I was not picked to partake in Revelations, where every year around the holidays they would audition us, and there will be a select group of students that will perform in Revelations. And that was a part of a time in my life where I always wanted to be better. I wanted to always to be noticed, but I knew that I wasn't your typical ailey dancer. Like, I don't have super long legs. I didn't have super flexible legs. So therefore I was never picked. And that was fine because retrospectively, I'm so happy for my classmates that had the opportunity. And I'm also so happy to partake in a program that made me stronger, that, you know, made me still want to dance even today, not professionally, but, you know, I would love to take a Horton class because I forgot all the fortifications, all of them. I wish I had a ballet bar, but, you know, it's only so much I could put in my little living room. But I always remember watching Revelations, and it was just always so impactful. Kelsey's here. Where is she? Where is she? Where's my baby? Does anyone watch Big Mouth? Maya Rudolph's hormone monster. Baby. Kelsey! I miss you, friends. I cannot wait when we can start traveling again. I'm coming over, okay? I'm coming over. Have the couch ready for me. Oh, I had a bar. I mentioned I think I mentioned this in another live. I had a bar with wall or floor to wall or floor to ceiling mirrors and a rug. It was like the best. My dad made me a wooden platform so I could practice my point. Are we gonna go down memory lane? Practice my points. Where is it? Where is it? Because I had to practice so I could keep up with my classmates. So I needed something hard to practice my point on. So I would do like all my foot exercise, and I would go meow, meow, and just get strong, right? So those were the days. Those were the days. And I would try to practice my pirouettes because I was terrible at them. I still am a terrible jumper, but I implemented a lot more strength training into my routine. So I'm actually kind of curious to see how my jumps will look now compared to when I wasn't doing strength in college. Well, you know, we could always do that type of bar, Crystal. Bring the point shoes to the bar. Ooh, you're telling me. Woof. And I don't have ideal feet for a point either. I have an okay arch, but my second toe is longer than my big toe, so it will always get creamed when on point. So I had to make sure I wrap my feet in a way that would distribute the weight. Yes. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Releve. Always do some releves. They're very helpful. I love it, Tiffany. Man, even if I can't do a lot of things, I just love being in class. And I think since I came face to face with my insecurities of not being good enough in ballet, now I don't care. I'm like, listen, that ship has sailed. I just kind of want to be in ballet because I just love ballet. It's so point is terribly hard on the body. Yes, exactly, Robbie. They get towed up, get towed up, but it's so beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Yes, exactly. Ballet is, it looks, that's why they train, as you know, for so much, so that they look just effortless on stage. But when they take them suckers off, and you know, sometimes a lot of the principal dancers, they have shoes on standby to switch, or actually, depending on how archy they are, they could run through a pair of ballet slippers in one performance, and they'll need a new pair for the following. You know what though, Amber? I'm sure your grace was appreciated in tap or another form of dance. You know? We are all graceful in our own way. Do 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 do. I'm just scrolling through. Oh, I could only imagine. Woof! Those some ironclad ankles, okay? My goodness. I want to be that. I want to be Joanne. Okay. I want to be Joanne. Take class well into my 80s too. There's no stopping us, fam. Huh, Pauline. When your second toe is longer than your big toe, means that you will rule. Well, then I'm doing well. Although I'm surrounded by Leos, Pauline. My dad's a Leo, my boyfriend's a Leo. It's like, rah, rah, rah. But I know how to handle them. Love that. I think it's very accurate. Thank you, Lindsay. I do wear contacts, but some depending on the day, I will put them on if maybe I'm teaching a lot and training a lot. But usually, I even sometimes teach or train with my glasses. And these are Moscot. The brand, or rather, that is the brand. The style is Milton. I could put that down below also. I should also remember to put down all the things I said I was. Hi, Dr. Randy. Great to have you, friend. Is he? More Leos in my Leo collective. I love it. That is true. I forgot you are a Leo. It's all about the second Tomo. The second toe. Okay. Laura, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes they are just so much. I feel like, I don't know if you undergo a lot of eye roll moments. That's what I undergo too. My Leo dad and boyfriend. Here we go. Ah. Oh, we got Leos here. So many Leos. This is what I got from Sharnita, who is an actress, writer on Instagram that I met at a show I performed at. She hosted, and when she was like, "Any Leos in the house?" That's what she would do, Sharnita. Yes, okay. More fanny packs, and also I have to start brainstorming the rest of the items I wish to include in my future Murmur merch. Well, especially Izzy, the men in my life, I feel, you know, or not even, depending on the personality, could determine how much eye roll you would warrant. But for the two guys, sometimes it's just like, shut up. Shut up. Let's see here. Oh no. Yes, Linda, come on by. We'll love to have you. And also, it's great. There's a lot of modifications. If there's a certain stretch that you need adjusting with, you could either drop it in the chat or just ask me with your mic while we're doing it. Leos unite. Come on down. Hi, Irene. You know what I'm saying? They are ridiculous. They are ridiculous. Okay? I'm going to say it right now from personal experience, but they are amazing at the same time. So you gotta take with the whole package. I totally screwed up, Ava. My Terra Moon Cosmetics package is downstairs. I failed to retrieve it. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because I wanted to do a little opening sesh with y'all on this live. But you know what? I'll just wait till the new year. I'll film with it. I love Sydney Grace. I think their shadows are solid. Their palettes are great. I also love Cleona. However, I didn't partake in their latest sale because it was just so stressful. The preparation and all like the info they gave us, which I'm so thankful for. They have great shadows, but man, are they a pain to get. So with that said, and also I love well, I was gonna say Give Me Glow, but Give Me Glow I think is on the hit list. JD Glow I have. What else? I don't have a lot, or don't know a lot, but the ones I've used just thus far. Yes, Lethal Cosmetics I like. Although some of their mattes are not, like, you gotta pack them on. Their shimmers and metallics are great. Ooh, yes, Mo. Crimson Fire. Do it. I don't know what else to call it. That's what I call the list of brands that are not in people's favor at the moment. The hit list. Cuz people be trying to get them, okay? How they be, you know, hitting them on the social medias, my gosh. Yes, exactly. Give me glow. Give me glows on parole. I don't have any updates, okay? I did buy Vintage Rose and Vivid Rose without knowing the facts and the details. I was going to do a review and I decided, you know what? I'm just going to lay low with that until things just however they transpire. I will decide what to do then. But right now, I'm just going to chill with that. Hello from Scotland. Great to have you. Welcome. Yes, Robbie, I think the one and done eyeshadow is a great technique. I love to combine different whatevers, but the one and done is always so nice to do. Yes, Bethany. We did. We're so excited for her. That is a better name, Mo, unlike the hit list. Time out, time out. Go to the corner, okay? Think about what you did. Here it do it, Lorraine. Let's do it. Calf stretch, hammy, hip flexor, glutes. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Bye, Amber. Thank you for stopping by. Loved having you. Happy New Year. You're not kidding, Sheila. The brand and what they did. Because there's so many brands that I still don't know about. You know, it's just so hard to keep up. Oh, Maddie's doing well. I miss her to pieces. Hopefully, because her owner traveled a lot, as you know. And in the new year, if Barry decides to travel, then I will definitely be there. And we'll be doing live from Maddie's house, hopefully in the new year. Bye, Christine. Thank you for dropping by. Have a great meeting, friend. I cannot wait, Robbie. It's gonna be so much fun. We're gonna do all the squeezing. Hello, Cecilia. Thank you so much, friend. And hello, all the way back to Brazil. Right? We need Maddie in 2021, okay? I miss my little Maddie. My little face. I definitely need to, you know, if you guys are open, I could make it so I actually have live classes. Like before, I did half class and half talk. I wanted it so I could totally dedicate it to having a class, so maybe people will be more inclined to join that it's definitely a class or not. It'll just be half an hour. It doesn't have to be an hour. We could just do a little, you know, little shoulder. Bye, Robbie. Have a great rest of your day, and thank you so much for stopping by, friend. Do. How are you feeling, though, Dory? Where, if you undergo any pain, well, you could always, if you ever decide to partake, you could always email me separately and let me know what body part I have to be careful with when queuing. What time on Friday, friends, are we thinking? Do we want to do an afternoon stretch? Do we want to do evening stretch? All right. Good to know. Okay. Okay. Bye, Tara. Thank you for stopping by. And yes, definitely to a better year ahead. You know what? We'll be on. We have been on for around an hour. I do not want to take up your time. Now I know this was it wasn't officially a Q&A. I think we answered questions and we chatted a good even amount. Evening, okay. We'll see how it goes. And maybe we'll try evening, maybe we'll try afternoon, depending. Okay. Okay. Okay, good to go. I don't want to keep you guys on for long in case you got anything to do, even if it's on the Zoom or something on the internet, what have you, if you're working still. Thank you so much for an amazing, as as amazing it could have been, 2020. I think this year for us on this channel, for our community, we really thrived, and I'm so thankful for the relationships that I had created with many of you on the internet. I know we can't see each other in person, but I'm so happy that we were able to connect anyway, whether it was you taking class or us participating on a really long comment on one of my videos, what have you. Seeing on other people's creators videos and commenting really has been one of the highlights of my year. Thank you everyone for your support, for your honesty in helping me guide my channel and which way my content should go, because it's always helpful to have that feedback, and I always want to do better and present better. And we'll try a couple of different things in the new year, and you guys will let me know what works or doesn't work, and we'll take it from there. But I hope everyone has a fantastic New Year's Eve. If whether you're doing something super fun or whatever you want to do that you think is fun, I hope you enjoy it, and I cannot wait to see you in 2020. Thank you everyone so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, friends. Absolutely. Lorraine, it is only up from here. And with that said, have a great new year, everyone. And I'll see you then in 2021. Bye, friends.